Hey, welcome to this full body mobility sequence. This is a fully standing sequence, so perfect if you're in a public place, office, before a flight, don't have a mat, can't take your shoes off, and you just need some full body opening and stretching. We're gonna start standing, obviously. Let's find a Tadasana mountain pose. Now, maybe the arms are just resting down, maybe the hands are forward. If you feel comfortable doing that where you are, close the eyes down for a moment and we'll just take 3 breaths together to center and ground ourselves. Breathing in. Open the mouth to exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And last breath in. And releasing out. Good, let's just get straight into it. Taking the left ear over to the left shoulder. And we'll take that left arm over on the outside of the head, gently deepening that stretch. Now, if you're in a public place, sometimes it can feel a bit embarrassing to do movements and people start watching you, but just know that it's okay. It's going to feel great. Other side, right ear to right shoulder. Maybe the hands coming over the head to deepen that stretch. Good. One more breath here. Lift the head up through center. Interlace those fingers. Stretch the palms up towards the ceiling. Little back bend through the body. Good. Opening through the front. And then bring those hands behind you. Interlace the fingers. Pull the shoulder blades down. Once again, opening through that front body. So we're countering that kind of hunching over that we tend to do often these days. All right, take the feet about hip width apart. And let's start getting those twists through the spine. So I tend to have the elbows up around chest height. And as you're twisting, lift that back heel behind you as well. So you get that motion going through the whole body. Let's take about 5 more twists here. Okay, I'm going to show you from the side on. We're going to bring that right knee in towards the chest. And just holding that leg in. If you can lift it a little bit higher to get into that left hip flexor, then do that. Don't worry about any wobbles here. Take a breath in. Exhale, cross the ankle over the thigh. So you fan the knee out to the side. I'm going to show you what that looks like from the front, coming into our figure of 4 pose. So if you want to hold on to something, that's fine too. Get that knee nice and wide out. Send the hips back behind you. Let's bend into that leg. So here we start to work into the glutes. All right, let's take 2 more breaths here. Breathing in. Breathing out. Inhale. Oops. Exhale. So the wobbles are fine. Rising up. Take that right foot behind you. And we're going to lunge into that front leg. So maybe the hands are resting onto the thigh here. If you want to hold on to something, that's fine too. Start to press that heel away from you. So we start to get into this right hip flexor here. Good. If you want to lower the back knee down, then feel free, but we can keep it all standing up on the feet also. 1 more breath here. Bring that back foot in slightly, straighten through the legs. Back foot is 45 degrees. Fold down into this front leg. Take the right hand onto the outside of the shin. Other hand is coming onto the lower back. So here we start to find a twist through the body once again, opening the chest towards that left side. Let's take 2 breaths here. Breathing in. And out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, rising up. Straighten through, untwisting. Take the legs nice and wide here. And we're going to fold down towards the ground. So if the floor is okay, maybe you could touch the floor. Or you can just hold on to the shins here instead. And it doesn't matter how far you're folding down, but we're aiming to get a bit of a stretch through the back of the legs here. So if you can lower the torso down a bit further, bringing the crown of the head towards the ground. Okay, let's take 2 more breaths here. Breathing in. Breathing out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lifting the chest, rising up. Now bring those feet in a little bit closer, but still have them fairly wide. Toes are out, heels are in. We're going to bring the pelvis down towards the ground. So get a bit of movement into the body here, side to side, opening through the hips as much as possible. A few variations that you can have. If you're a little bit higher, that's fine. If you want to lift the heels off the ground, that's okay too. Option to press the elbows into the knees so you get that greater opening through the hip, and we'll still keep that movement through the body. 2 more breaths. Breathing in and out. Inhale. Exhale. When you're ready, rising up through the body, back to stand. I'm going to go for the other side. Taking that left knee in towards the chest now. Once again, if you want to hold on to something, that is totally fine. You can see that I also wobble and fall. Maybe that knee can come in a little bit closer towards you, getting into that right hip flexor. Good. Try and keep a straight spine here. Trying to avoid leaning back or leaning forwards. As you exhale, cross the knee over the thigh, fan the knee out to the side so we come into our figure of 4. I'll just show you again what that looks like. And if you want to, you can stay standing here, but I recommend we bend down into the body, sending the hips behind you, resting the arms, either onto that top leg, or you can keep holding on to something if it's available for you. Again, you'll probably feel that really juicy stretch in the hips and the glutes. Last breath here. Take that top leg, that left leg behind you now as we come into a lunge. So widen the stance as much as you need to lunge into that front leg. And we want to shoot that back heel away from us so we deepen the stretch through this left hip flexor. Maybe you're holding onto the thigh. Trying to avoid holding onto the knee. We want to bring the hands up onto the middle of the thigh instead. Or you can be holding onto something as before. 1 more breath here. Straighten through the legs, bring the back foot in slightly and turn the toes out so the foot is at 45 degrees. Fold down into that front leg. Left hand on the outside of the shin. Maybe you're just holding onto the shin. Other hand is onto the lower back. And we'll find a bit of a twist through the body here. So we're getting that stretch through the back of the legs while also twisting through the spine. Good. 2 more breaths here. Breathing in. Breathing out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, rising up to stand. Let's just sweep the arms up towards the ceiling. Interlace those fingers, pressing upwards. Exhale, bring the hands down through heart center. We'll take 1 more breath here. Breathing in. Open the mouth to exhale. All right, releasing the hands down. That was the end of our short sequence today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're feeling a little bit more open and stretched out than you were before. And I'll see you next time.